There's my crew saying goodbye. They dropped me off. About to get in. Grand River. Here we go. Bye-bye. Thank you. Coming up on the Spider. Ooh. There's a cool spider under this bridge. All right. So today we're doing Grand River. We're doing Brenke Fish Ladder to Grand Ledge. It's the continuation of the paddle, the longer paddle that I did earlier. We're passing under, what is this? This is Turner Street, and there's a cool spider hanging from the bridge. Today is going to be an easy paddle all the way to Grand Ledge. It's about 15 miles. Oh, speaking of, about to turn on my GPS. Makes it so much easier to make a map of stuff when you have your GPS. Ooh. Start recording. All right, there's a couple cool in and out points with some rolling docks, some great places that I'm going to point out. The river here is going to be fairly quick and fairly easy. It is all deep from here to Grand Ledge. The paddle is beautiful. I'm about to get out of the Lansing area here pretty quickly, and then it just becomes paddling through country, and it's really fairly beautiful. I do like this paddle. Start in the Brenke Fish Ladder, head out in Grand Ledge. I think it's about 15 miles. I think that's going to take me about 3 to 4 hours. I put in just about 11 o'clock. Hopefully be out by 2:33-ish. Plan to stop for lunch on a little island up here. Early in the spring, I named it Goose Sh Island because it was covered in goose crap, like covered in goose crap. I had my lunch there. I enjoyed a little break time. It started raining like crazy while I was eating my lunch, and I paddled the rest of the way to Grand Ledge in heavy rain. It was kind of a blast of a day. I ended up super cold. Oh, here's some geese. And this crazy super white bridge. What is this crazy super white bridge? So this bridge is North Grand River Ave. None of the bridges that we'll be passing under I've ever noticed any major obstruction in this trip. Will be my third time going to the Grand Ledge on the Grand River. First time recording it. But yeah, this is a super easy paddle. I've seen deer, I've seen some large birds, especially once we get past this Lansing area. Over here we have a whole gaggle of ducks. Hey, ducks! Oh, they don't even care. Ah, something smells like fried dough. Smells delicious. For breakfast this morning, I had a couple of pork steamed buns that were left over from last night. I had some pork I had to use up. I think pork steamed buns are one of those things that are these are the things we have in the fridge type of meals. It requires pork, it requires some green onions, and then some sauce stuff that you have in the fridge. And flour, yeast, sugar, and water, I guess. But it's one of those meals that you can use stuff up. Ooh, something is in the river there. Big old rock. My problem when I start talking about food is I stop watching the river ahead of me. Steamed buns. Steamed buns are fantastic. I'm going to talk about steamed buns for a minute. So steamed buns, you take the 2 cups flour, teaspoon of yeast, teaspoon of sugar, 3/4 cup of water, combine it, get it smooth, and then leave it. Leave it for an hour. After an hour, it'll have doubled or maybe even tripled in size. After it's done that, take it out, pound it down all the way. Pound out all of the bubbles. Pound out all of the bubbles. You need it after it has risen, and you divide it into 12 equal portions. People online will tell you, just divide it in half by eye or whatever. I disagree. I use a scale. I find out the weight of the whole mass. I divide that by 12. I get accurate, equally sized steamed buns. So while the dough is rising, you make your innards, and you can do anything you want for the innards. One of my favorite things to do is just the traditional pork and green onion. I use oyster sauce, a little bit of hoisin soy sauce, and some Chinese black vinegar, and it's like Xinjiang. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Chinese black vinegar. I've seen one that starts with a Z and one that starts with a C. And I actually have bought both of them, and they both taste the same to me. I will pop it up on the screen what I'm talking about. That's gonna be a little bit of that in there. About a tablespoon of each sauce goes into the mixture. And the pork, what I do is I just buy like pork roast and use it for all sorts of things through the week. I'll make a stir fry out of it. I'll make some tacos out of it. And then when it starts getting to that ripe old age, I will use up the rest in steamed buns or something like that. Take pork, grind it up in my food processor, and grind it up small. And if you're gonna go this route, put water in it. Water in it is fine. I will do probably about a shot glass and a half full of water, however much that amount is. When I do it that way, I add water. It makes it grind up easier in the food processor. And even if you're buying pre-ground pork, which is perfectly fine, you do add water to it to get it to a sort of almost slimy pink consistency. I know that does not sound appetizing, but when you put these things in your mouth, everything else drops away. Everything else is just, it doesn't matter. So it gets sort of a funky slimy pink consistency. Add in some chopped scallions, add in some garlic, some ginger, add in the hoisin, the oyster sauce, the soy sauce, and the Xinjiang vinegar. I apologize for my pronunciation of that. But mix that all together while your dough is rising for that hour. You'll have extra time. So then you make the sauce as well. The sauce is a little bit of soy sauce, maybe about 2 tablespoons of the soy sauce, maybe about a tablespoon of the hoisin, a tablespoon of the oyster sauce, and then a lot of the Xinjiang vinegar. Maybe about half a cup of the Xinjiang vinegar. After that, taste it. Add a little bit of water to thin it out. You'll know it's right. Just keep, dipping a finger in or a fork or a spoon in and tasting it as you do this. You'll start tasting the dip that comes with a lot of Chinese dim sum style things, that sort of sweet soy taste. You'll start to recognize it as you add little bits of water. And I'm saying use a shot glass or some other small glass to add water. You don't want to add too much, just little bits at a time. It's hard to take it out. To finish it off, I put in a little bit of sesame oil, and then I have this Korean chili paste, and I put, for me, depends on your spice level. For me, I put about a teaspoonful in, easy, and a whole thing's worth of sauce. If you do not like spice, skip it. Do whatever you like. That becomes the sauce. By now, the dough is risen. So again, you take it out, you pound it flat again, you measure it, you divide it into 12 equal little balls, rolling them up into little balls as you go. Set them aside. Take your rolling pin, and this is the trick. Now, steamed buns, they can take a long time or they can take a short amount of time. And the better you are at stuffing them, the quicker it goes. Everything else is just make something easy and wait. So the stuffing part is... Okay, weird. The GoPro just shut off, and I don't know why it did that. I was right in the middle of my story. It beeped at me and then it shut off. Came back on, but I'm going to be keeping an eye on it, see what happened. Okay, where were we? Steamed buns. The dough. The dough has been pounded out and divided into 12 equal portions at this point, and now comes the fun part, the skill part. You have your floured surface, you have your rolling pin, you have your 12 equal pieces. You take one of the little pieces of dough, and If you followed the recipe, the dough is going to be fairly sticky. You're going to want to have a lot of flour around it, just like dab it in. And the next part is the tricky part. You take the little ball of dough, you take your rolling pin like this, and you sort of push it up and pull it back. If your dough is sticky, you're going to need to flip it a couple times to get flour on all of it. Otherwise, it's going to stick to your rolling pin and make a big mess. But you want it a little bit sticky. You push it in like this, and you sort of twist, push, twist, push, twist, push, twist, push, twist, push. What you're going to end up with is like a little pancake with a little bub in the middle, a little bit of padding in the middle. You want that little bit of padding in the middle. That's where your stuff is going to sit. When I hold it in my hand like this, it sort of comes down maybe about right here, as far as the dough. So I hold it in my hand like this. I then scoop out some of my filling. I plop it in. I scoop out about that much filling. My first ones did not have enough filling. They were very bready, and that was okay. They were still delicious. But now I cram in the filling. Basically, I want as much filling as possible, and then a little bit of dough. Another thing to keep in mind, if you put a lot of liquid in your filling, mix a little bit of flour into it, just raw flour. Or if you're more into it, cornstarch also works. Just mix it right in. That is going to thicken any of the sauces that you put in, because if you put too much sauce in, you can't have too much sauce, but what you can do is have too runny sauce. If you have too runny of a sauce, then when the buns are steamed, right after they're done, all of the sauce will start cooling and dripping and turning your bun into a hot mess. If you turn it into gravy inside the bun using the flour or the cornstarch method, then it's just shades of wonderful that you can't even describe on a paddle video. Steamed buns. Steamed buns are delicious. So you take it in, you set it in your hand, and then you close it up. And the way to close it up, this is the fun part. I watched a couple videos and I feel like I thought I was good at it, but recently I've gotten better. So you close it up, or sorry, you're holding it in your hand. The wad of meat or filling or whatever is in here, you take it and you pinch. Then you take your next finger and you get the next fold ready, and you pinch again, and you pinch and you pinch and you pinch, and you turn it as you pinch, so that by the end you have a whole bunch of nice little folds at the top. I try to get 7 folds. I've done way more, I've done way less, and I feel like about 7 is right about where I want to get to. At the very end, you'll be left with a little nubbin, and you just sort of grab it and squeeze it in and twist your nubbin. But this is why you want to have sticky dough, because you want to have that closure process work and seal the bun completely. If you don't seal the bun completely, what's going to happen is all of your gravy juiciness will come squirting out the top and color the bun. And when that happens, it's fine. Those buns are also friggin' delicious. Don't ever worry about it. Once they're all set, I put them in my steamer baskets. I put those steamer baskets on top of a pot of water that boils for about 30 minutes. After that 30 minutes, take them off, set them to the side, let them rest for 5 minutes, and you'll be happy that you did. If you don't let them rest for 5 minutes, they start to like collapse and they lose their puffy bunness. And yeah, and that's steamed buns, and now you know how to make them. And I'm looking ahead at a bridge that was not blocked the last time I went through, but it's looking like it may give me a little trouble. So we're gonna check that out right up ahead. It's looking like I'm gonna have a little bit of a tough time under this bridge. We're gonna see. I'm hoping I can get through in the middle, but it is fairly clogged today. Last time I was through here, the water was high enough that I was able to get under this, or over this log, pretty easy. Come on. What do we got? Oop. Oh, okay. This log is high enough that it could easily knock me off. There we go. Okay, so Grand Ledge paddle. This bridge, where am I? Let's check our GPS again. Okay, this bridge is not even marked. I think this is an old rail bridge. Yeah. Looking up at it now, I am 99% certain it's an old rail bridge, but there are plants growing on top of it, so I do not think that it is utilized. But it is also not blocked off, so I think people could probably walk over it. I don't know. Cool old rail bridge, unmarked. It's about 1.5 miles down from Brenke Fish Ladder. Here I'm already at the set of islands. My first couple of trips here, I started off at the Red Cedar along the Riverwalk Trail and then merged up with the Grand River. Here is the island that I stopped at for lunch on those trips. I feel like I just started, so I'm not ready to stop yet. But this is a great place to stop. There is a cool, hold on, there we go. This down tree straight in front of me, it has a little good platform for you to sit, keep your feet out of the muck, and have like a little platform for lunch as well. So it made it a really nice little stopping point. I just pulled up right along and it was very easy. Today I'm not stopping there because we're gonna just keep on going. GPS says this is the Tecumseh Park, or Tecumseh, I'm not sure. Okay, so we're at the Tecumseh Park boat launch. It's another rolling dock. I have never used this one, so I can't say how far back the parking lot is, but I feel like I've seen cars fairly close to this dock when I paddled by before. We're gonna get up close, take a look, but we're not getting out of the boat here either. There are plenty of other little parks along the Grand River up at the Grand Ledge. Alright, yeah, it looks like a gentle walk. I can see parking lot area up through there. I don't see any cars, but that is all right. Tecumseh. Tecumseh. You say Tecumseh, I say Tecumseh. Either way, it does not look like there's going to be an easy spot to get out of the water at Tecumseh Park, but that is okay. There is the rolling dock. Ooh, passing by some other park here. Not sure which park this is. This may be just the continuation of the Tecumseh Park, but if I had to get out, that's where I'd get out. That looks like a much easier place to get out. Okay, so the wind is blowing in my face, and right up ahead I see an outlet, which I think is yet another treatment plant. In one of my last videos, I posted on the link to it on Reddit, and somebody told me about how 4 million gallons or something of sewage, of unchecked sewage, have been put into the Grand River, which makes me not want to get wet here. It's a lot of sewage. We need to keep our rivers cleaner, guys. Come on, sewage treatment plant. Don't need to be telling the people watching this video this. They're not throwing their turds into rivers. And if you are throwing your turds into rivers, please cut it out. That's gross. Drip just touched my arm. Nothing to wash it off with either. So to a Heron here. Standing on the log on the river. Looks like he's playing. I don't see you, you don't see me. Usually they've flown off by now. Look at that guy. Beautiful. All right. Good time. First Heron. So I'm headed to Grand Ledge today, and the last couple of times I've paddled down here, I've been fairly tired by the end. I started a little bit further up this time, and today I'm hoping to get down all the way to the Grand Ledge Dam. I'm not going to portage it this time. but I am going to go down and just check it out. We'll also be passing by the ledges. The ledges are interesting. I lived in Grand Ledge for 3 years, maybe 4 years, and I never made it down to the ledges. I've always felt silly about that, but I've never seen them with my own eyes. Today, I'm very excited to see them. I'm kind of excited that I saved my first ledge viewing for a river trip, but that is one of my goals today. It's just started sprinkling. That's okay though. The weatherchannel.com or weather.com or whatever says it's not going to rain today, so this must be something else. What bridge are we at here now? Okay, North Waverly Road. We're at Waverly. We're at 3 1/3 miles. It's fairly busy. Easy pass. The 2 sections to River Right, or excuse me, to River Left. I'm not paddling upriver to start. The 2 sections here on River Left, super easy to get under, no obstructions. I'm guessing 3 or 4 feet of clearance. I can see the water is dark here. It is brown, but you still can see the bottom in spots when the sun shines bright enough, and it's not too deep. I'm thinking we got about 3 feet of clearance here at a very low Grand River, which makes this very easy and fun to paddle in. The current is great here. It is getting a little bit more shallow, but the nice thing about the Grand River is you just don't have to worry about it. Just keep going. Sometimes it's easier river right, river left. Over here I'm seeing a little bit faster current. I think there may be fewer leaves, so I'm going to head over there, see what it's like. But that's the nice thing about this river. Enjoy it. Find what's fastest and go. It's a little bit gray today, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Stopped sprinkling almost immediately. It's just fairly cool out too. I haven't even started sweating despite paddling since I've started. Well, a few hand gestures. Ooh, left or right side of the island. I think I usually go around left. I'm gonna go see what right's all about today. I love not being in a hurry. What do we got? Looks like there's some stuff blocking the shoreline area, but I don't know if it's blocking it completely. We're just gonna see. Yeah, it looks like I can make it through. Watch, at the very far end there will be a huge blockage. Have to paddle all the way back up through it. I do not mind. I do not mind. Yeah, it's looking a little stagnant over there. It's getting a little shallow. I should be able to make it through. Yep. A little swampy, but no problem. Let's see if I can follow this bit of trailish area. I don't know. Looks like somebody's been through here before, though. Some big bird flying in front of me. What are you? Oh, it's a bald eagle. Every trip, bald eagle so far. Every trip, bald eagle. I love it. I love it. Sounds like crows up ahead. Hey. Can I get through here, or is this... Yeah, simply I'm gonna walk up here. Why not? Why not? I got all day, and I kind of have to go to the bathroom. How mucky is it? bad. No, it feels fairly sandy. Still gonna put my shoes on first, and I will explore the island. Just stopped off on this little island. The shore was fairly easy to get out on, not very mucky at all. There are some animal poops on the island, so I would wear shoes on it as always. It's very small. It looks like it's connected to another larger island over here. I'm gonna go check that out here in a sec. It's just fairly nice. There's a down log over here. One could sit and eat their lunch there pretty easy if one so desired, but I am not hungry yet. Yeah, it's just a nice little island. Loads of crap. Alright, let's check out this other little island. Walk through this little stream. Ooh, bit of muck. Not too many mosquitoes either. Nope, one just landed on me as I said that. Alright. Looking around for some poison ivy now. Maybe that's some, yeah, that looks like some right over there. Alright, I believe that may be poison ivy right there. I'll look that up when I get home, but it has the 3 leaves. This looks like young poison ivy. Has the funky edges. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but I'm not going to go too much further on this island. There's some fern in here by some down log. Lots of growth in here, just very beautiful. I don't see any footprints, I don't see any trash, I don't see any area where anyone's matted anything down. I think I may be the first person up here in a while. It's just fun. Some little prints in here of some small mammal, little claw prints. Don't know what it is. Maybe a raccoon, or probably a raccoon. Oop. Piece of treasure. Couple more. Yeah, this island has a couple things. I'm gonna clean up and get back to it. I just had lunch on that island because I don't want to stop again. I collected some treasure and now I'm back on my way. Starting off here, it's a little shallow. It's alright. There we go. Clearance already. Oh. I spoke too soon. Alright, now there's plenty. Nice. Alright, I'm happy. I wasn't quite hungry yet, but I just decided I didn't want to stop again. So, here we go. Hey, pretty. Sweet. All right. Awesome. Just got that footage of the deer, and I am paddling on. Just texted my mom that I have had my lunch so that she doesn't worry. And I'm gonna paddle out because it looks like the stronger current is over here. But there's a cool thing. I'm gonna go over there. Going river right because it looks like more fun, and I see a path through the weeds. Yeah, there's a couple islands around here. The one I ate lunch on was really easy to get up on. The rest of these look fairly wild with fairly dense ground cover. I wouldn't want to go up too much in them without long pants. Maybe some sturdier shoes. Maybe tuck the pants into the shoes so that any poison ivy juice just stays on the outside. Nobody wants to get poison ivy. I'm not overly paranoid about it. Something big in the water over here. What is that? Let's go take a look. Looks like a kiddie pool. Not enough room for that on my boat. I don't know what to do in these situations. Do you just... I'm going to leave it because I would need to really get out in order to take care of that one. I'm going to leave it for the future children to take care of. Sorry, future kids. So the first time I came down here, I did the Red Cedar to Grand Ledge, and that's about 20 miles on as far as Google Maps says. The second time I came, I thought, I'm going to go do Red Cedar to Portland, about 40 miles. I think I can do that. Since I wanted to get all the way to Portland, I thought, well, I'll make my midway stop Grand Ledge. So I'll just pedal all the way to Grand Ledge without a stop. It'll be fine. I'll do it. I'm so strong. Yeah, that was a dumb mistake. Don't overexert. That's one of the things. If you're overexerting when you're paddling, you're doing it wrong. You should be able to hold an imaginary conversation with an audience. And if you upload it to YouTube, then you're not just talking to yourself, so it counts as not being crazy. Yeah, that's why I upload these to YouTube. I love bends like this, where the light is shining on the trees straight ahead. You can't see what's around the corner yet. I haven't paddled this section of the river enough that I just know. Do not want to get pinned against this log, but I kind of want to grab that treasure. Oh, sweet. I pushed it under. I'm gonna put that on the back so it's not in the video the whole time. All right, I think a corner of it is under a strap. Check here in a sec. Not get myself stuck on this log. There we go. See another Heron straight ahead through the branch down just ahead of me. See if we can sneak up on this guy from the side of the river. Starting off after a water break. Blue is starting to come out in the sky. See a couple patches anyway. Maybe it'll clear up for us a little. We'll see. It's all right. Those of us from Michigan are used to a certain level of gray in our days. You either learn to live with it or you move somewhere else. Oh, look, we got some blue coming up over here. Nice. Yeah, I keep hoping for some big rains. I'd really like to go back to the Flat River. Like do some paddling north of, or upriver of the bridge that I got to. See if I can get to the second covered bridge. Oh man, the wind died down. It's getting warmer now. The sun's coming out. I'm really feeling the strength of it. It's nice. Just a beautiful river. Let's see how far we've gone. All right, I'm 6 miles in. All right, I got plenty left. I'm gonna keep paddling hard and make my mom not stress. Don't want her to stress too much. She did drop me off. Another island coming up. I feel like for most of these I've been going to the left when I come on previous trips, and so this time I am trying the right. Again, it may be a mistake, but let's see. Let's see. I know it will be more shallow. I know there will be weeds, but that's not going to stop us. And it looks more natural, or at least not quite as densely populated. Oh, there's a sign here. What does this sign say? Kruger Base Camp. I wonder if this is a place to paddle down to. Hey. This is the guard goose. Nice. I'm betting that this is a livery, and I'm going to look it up and maybe pop them up. I always wonder if they would prefer to have their phone number up or not, but I feel like anyone in the area who is interested can look them up if I put the name up. But that was Kruger Base Camp. While we're here, I'm going to find out the name of the bridge. Webster Road. Webster Road is where I am now. We are 6.5 miles down from Brenke Fish Ladder, and we're coming up on a landing. Delta Mills Park, Kayak Canoe Launch. Okay, so Delta Mills Park is where I am now. All right, we're gonna pass Delta Mills Park at a fast pace. We're gonna check out their landing. We are gonna move on quick. Stop this lollygagging. Ooh. Saw it coming. Bit of a drop here. This is fun. Last time I had loads of water. Yeah, and it's just, again, loads of water. Fun little drop into some little waves. Pick a side to go on and go on it. This is a fun paddle. I highly recommend it. Here we are at Delta Mills Park with their fancy rolling dock. Let's see how they do with the shoreside access. I see some structure built up to keep erosion from happening. So usually when that happens, there's not a great way to get up. Oh, no, there's a total... Oh, look at the other side. Hold on. Yep, there's the beautiful rolling dock. But here on the other side It looks like they have a ramp for letting in larger boats, which these are great for getting out. So, ta-da. Oh, maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's just for getting out. Oh, Delta Mills Park. Full view of that little roadside picnic area. I see a basketball court. I see parking. I have no clue about bathrooms. I can't see up there. I'm not gonna head up. But Delta Mills Park, easy in and out. Man, I might launch from here sometime. All right, coming up on 96 now. I think it's 96, but I think I see somebody stopped on the bridge. Oh, it looks like an emergency vehicle, or at least some highway utility vehicle. I see a light flashing on the top. Looks like something's going on in the river area down below too. Interesting. We might be getting some interesting footage up here. Looks like they have part of the river blocked to work on a support down below. I don't know, but I see some heavy machinery, and I'm excited to see what I see when I see it. Yeah, this barrier goes well out into the river. I'm interested to see what is on the other side. There's some heavy utility equipment on my left, and the barrier is on the right side of the river. Yeah, it goes down quite a ways too. Covers both sides of the highway. Interesting. I bet that is mucky work. I wonder what sort of scaffolding or whatever they use on the other side. I feel like heavy equipment would get stuck in the mud of the riverbed. They'd have to let it dry for a long time. But what do I know? I don't. So, yeah. Well, there's that. That's kind of cool. I've not seen this before. I can hear something. It sounds like a pump, is what I would guess. Yeah, heavy crane's about to move some piece of equipment. I'm gonna get completely out of the way. Then I'm going to turn around to see it from out of the way. Yeah, it looks like the crane is moving down. Alright, I thought they were going to lift it up here, swing it around, install it somewhere. I had to watch that whole process. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen, so press on towards the goal. I love this view. Little marshy, little clear, little cloudy, little blue, a little bit of everything. A little quiet, a little loud. Plenty of birds singing. I can hear some sort of saw or something going in the background. What I'm paddling over is beautiful. Dragonflies all over. It's just a great place. Check out my miles per hour. I always see that, but I'm stopped when I see it. Going a regular pace down the river. It's saying 4 miles an hour. Now it's saying 5.6. I don't think it knows what it's talking about. I do not think I'm going close to 6 miles an hour. Alright, I am 2 hours 47 minutes in. I am 9 miles down. Yeah, I'm having a great time. Put this phone away. Well, 9 miles in 2 hours and 47 minutes, did I say? So, doing better than 3 miles an hour. That's cool. On average. And I stopped. I completely stopped. I did not turn off that. Ooh, I may be going 4 miles an hour. Maybe even 5. Ooh. Not with these weeds. Coming up on a small bit of water dropping. I don't know if it's too shallow here. There's a big rock. Oh, it looks like we have feet of clearance. What's the drop? Interesting. It's just fun. Nothing to worry about in this river. The drops push you on. And you can see the huge rocks and get out of the way. Cool abandoned shack right here. Windows are boarded up. Trees growing in it, on it. Awesome. Alright. Just gave my family a call to let them know that I'm still fine and that I grossly underestimated the amount of time that this would take me, and to apologize. They told me that tonight was taco night. I love taco night at my family's house. This is what I grew up on, and for a long time I had no clue what a taco was. So taco night in my family means my mom is getting a bunch of the giant like burrito tortilla shells. We're going to have basically a build your own burrito night. Is really what it is, but still, knowing what we know now, we still call it taco night, and they're burritos that we pick up and eat by hand, and it's fantastic. It's taco night despite them being burritos. And for a long time I also thought olives were just a normal thing on every taco. Like, olives, of course, because we had them for our taco night. I think that's a house rule, a family special. It's good. I like it. I like it quite a lot. Another heron. Ooh, a couple herons. Beautiful. Ah. Couldn't have asked for something nicer. Thanks, guys. All right, and here I am at another rolling dock, which means another public park. Let's see what it is. Willow Canoe Launch is what I'm coming up on. It does not look like there's a park with it. It looks like it's just maybe a roadside parking, possibly. Well, see if we can look in. I might get out because I do have to use the bathroom. Alright. Crossing my fingers for a porta-john. There's a stair launch over there. New bathrooms visible. I don't see any, but I never see any from the water. They're always just over some hill. How's it getting out right here? Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm stopping here real quick. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, right here somebody's dumped a whole bunch of gravel to make it very easy to just paddle up into. Had I known, I would have hit that shore a little bit harder. Yeah, this is all like soft gravel. Willow Canoe Launch, very nicely done. Oop, wrong foot. Here I am at Willow Canoe Launch. Beautiful large paved parking lot. There is a Port John style bathroom. It is fully accessible. Come down here to a fully accessible ramp, a little picnic area, some sign that says something here. Welcome to our park. It's shared dawn to dusk. All right, it's just the rules of the park. Cool. No feeding the wildlife except for the kayakers. You can always give us food. It's allowed. Here, whoever put that gravel down there, I want to give them a high five. Maybe I'll call one of those phone numbers on the sign and tell them, great job, guys. Way to go. Who is this? Oh, just some weirdo. All right, back to it. I love great launches like this. The gray sky has gone to sunny blue, definitely partly cloudy, but the big fluffy clouds that you like to see. There's a little bit of gray in some of them, but it does not look like rain. The river is fast and easy. Bird song is plentiful. So is airplane song. I've already seen a bald eagle. I've seen multiple sets of deer. This is just a great paddle. Alright, I'm coming up on Grand Ledge now. You can see Bridge Street straight ahead of me. Got this park up to my left. There is a good spot to get out here. A good spot you can pull up along the shore. I will show you once we get up there. But they also have the roll-in style dock, which I like. I'm gonna paddle closer so I can see the name of this park. And I'm just gonna pop it up on the screen anyway. Do it now. Ding. What park is it? Jaycee Park. Jaycee Park in Grand Ledge. It's a really easy in and out. There's a good spot to put your boat in, get it out right up here on the rolling dock. As you can see, this whole area is easy. Go up ahead a little bit further by this dock up here. There's a full ramp. All right. And now I'm on to a river that I have not paddled on before. There's a park coming up here that I've been to many times, having lived here in Grand Ledge, but I haven't paddled it. So I'm excited to see it from a different perspective. And then on to the ledges. Grand Ledge Water Tower. That's a good shot. I like that. Coming up on this old train bridge, and I can already feel the effects of the Grand Ledge Dam. It's like paddling through a lake here. The current has slowed quite a bit. And over here I'm missing some of the ledges, so I'm going to turn to where these folks are. Here we are. Welcome to the ledges. Cool bridge. All right, I'm gonna head on down towards the dam, check it out. I mostly want to see if there's an easy way to get around it. All right, awesome bridge. I love these supports with the trees growing out of them. Makes me think it's probably not in use. Maybe. It's pretty cool. All right, now I know the dam is not much further down. I'm just scouting it today to see if there's an easy portage. There's a sign that says canoe portage ahead, and that gives me great hope. All right, I can see the dam now, I believe. I see something sticking up into the water. Or sticking up out of the water. Ugh. Definitely have the smell of a treatment plant here. Okay, the dam is straight ahead. Looks like there's a dock off to my left. I'm just gonna paddle up to it, see if that's the portage. All right, yeah, so there's a dock up here. I'm gonna skip it. But that is where one would get out for the canoe portage, I believe. Walk up there, down the white ramps here to the other side and drop in. And that's about it. That's what I wanted to see today. I've gotten down to this area, and the next time that I drop in, I will likely start here and just be on the other side of the river. Very cool. Yeah, looks a little bit mucky. Looks like I do not want to get out here. I'll just put in around here on the other side. All right, good times. Whoa, just came around the corner to a goose party. What's up, geese? Hey. Yeah? All right, cool. I'll just move along then. It smells like goose poo now. Oh, that one loud goose is now telling all the other ones. Holy crap, it sounds like a goose fight. Alright. 4:04. So put in at 11, got down here to the dam and back by 4 o'clock. Just about 5 hours. Oh, I'm coming for you, duck. Not really. Oh, now this duck's coming for me. What's up? Hey. All right. Not a bad trip. Very beautiful. Fresh gravel here too. Whoever's making these parks, high fives to them. High fives to them. What a great paddle. Great ending to a paddle. I'm gonna see if there's any ice in one of my bottles. Still, I didn't even break into my second bottle. And that's about it. Good times. Thanks for watching. Enjoying a tree tunnel. I love this. Ooh. Limbo practice on this one. See if we can make this tunnel. I think we can. No problem.